All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Gator.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, past the 20, and touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
56 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 25, check 25, check 25.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. Milton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Armstrong. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now.
He's moving, boys, moving.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let it go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, you. Hit it.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Armstrong. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, it's Armstrong. And it coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. Milton. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Milton. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Ready. 70, Indy. 80 weapons. I got you. Let's go.
On third down, Milton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They run the counter. Moss. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, Milton. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah. 56 is the mic. Cut. Mike 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds Quick. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On first down, Milton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Milton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moss. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Now a give right side. Milton.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Rock it. Okay, Sam off. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw again on second down. Carr, he's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he spins past him and into space. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready! 90 Wolf! Go! Motion! Hey, exit!
He may try and run, and he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Second and 13. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Switch it.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the safety creep. Look at me. Go, get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check safety. Check. Fresno. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. Milton. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to left side. Kane, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On third down, Milton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, you Titans.
On second down now, it's Kane, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
On 1st down, Kane. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, it's Armstrong. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Let's go.
Ten over.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Milton, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Got it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Record.
On first down, Milton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Carr. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Go, faster. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Kill. Check 90.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Go. HB.
On third down, Milton, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, Milton. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.